Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So I have a new video for you guys today. I've been planning to do this actually for a very long time. I just did not have the motivation for it, but now I do, so here we are. I'm actually going to be doing a reaction video to our most famous video that we have posted yet, which is the abandoned hospital exploration video slash paranormal investigation. The reason I've had this in my brain for a while is because there is so much more to that video than you guys might know, and I just want to go over it and explain to you some things that maybe were not shown in the video or weren't explained as much. So that's my main goal, but also there is a lot of things that went missing during the filming because for some reason when I came back to edit the video, some of the footage was really glitched out for no apparent reason. It just kind of stuck on one frame and the sound was just going brr, brr, brr every couple of seconds, so I went, it's not fixable. So there was a lot of parts missing, and I'm also going to explain the story of how we found the place to how we ended up there and la-di-da-di-da. So let's get started. So we actually went to that location 3 times. The first time we were expecting to film because we were told that it's actually quite easy access to the areas where you can enter the buildings. Turns out it's not. So when we arrived the first time there with our equipment and all, we went around looking for this one specific location, which was a beautiful building. It had like ingrown like trees and flowers and stuff, and we were really like excited to try and film there. Turns out the whole place was actually boarded up to the point where you cannot get into anything. Like the boards were so in there that it was impossible to get an open space to enter one of the buildings. So the first time we went there we were really disappointed. We thought we couldn't film there because obviously there was no locations open, there was no place where you can enter through. We literally spent like an hour and a half just circling the whole entire hospital because it's broken into different parts. It's not one big building, it's like broken into different mini buildings. So we went around for like an hour and a half just looking for this one open window or this one open door that you can crawl into, but sadly nothing was there. So the first time was a fail. The second time we went there with dedication with our equipment to see if we can find something, because turns out we actually got told and also saw that a lot of people that wanted to explore or film similar videos actually found a security guard there that showed them how to get in. So we looked at that video, we spent like an hour trying to analyze what location that was in the video, trying to see like what building does it match, what building is it, what window is it. We think we found it the second time, but it was boarded up again. It was a shame. So our plan for the second time was to actually go up to a security guard and say, hey, we are photographers and we want to take some pictures. Do you know any way to possibly, get pictures from inside? We won't go in, we'll just take pictures. Didn't find any security men there. And actually, funny story, for the second time we went there, my light's flashing, sorry. Second time we went there, we had like this weird moment with me and Zoe. We sat by the entrance of the hospital with our equipment, just testing out, seeing if we can capture anything just outside the buildings. And well, there was some interesting couple moments there, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not that interesting. And as we were sitting, we saw a group of girls come in, and this is where it gets really weird with the hospital. I saw the girls go, so that there's a road that splits, right? There's a main building here and it splits between the building. The girls, for me and Zoe, they went to one road and I was like, okay, sure, they're not gonna like do anything, they just kind of walk their own way. We thought they were gonna walk, but then as we're sitting there I turn around and I see the girls coming back from the opposite road, and I'm like, that's weird because the roads don't connect, which is this really funny story. And I go, Zoe, how the heck did these girls appear from that road when they went that way? She was like, they came back from that road and then they went that way. I was like, no, they didn't. I was looking at that road as I'm sitting, I was like, they did not come back from that road and come back this way. So we had this really weird like labyrinth of like confusion going on in just that one area. I don't know what was up with this hospital. It definitely gave us some interesting memories. So that's a funny story for you guys of how we very strongly try to find a way in. But the third time we went there, we went around a different way, which funnily enough, The road that we went down the third time, I actually suggested going that road the first time, but Zoe thought that it was not worth it because we saw the hospital on the main road, so we have to go the main road, not the opposite way. So the third time we went around through a field. Turns out there's a little building there with an open window, and so that's how we found a way to get in the third time. So we got really lucky the third time. Third time's the charm. So that's how we actually found a way to film in the hospital and found a wee location that we can go into. So that's a backstory to you guys on how we managed to actually find where to go. So now you know, right? Let's watch the video and we'll see how it goes, because it's got its ups and downs. Right, let's go. Oh, I miss our intro. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Hello. So you might have not been expecting any video from us, but here we are.
Here we are.
And a more scarier, weirder, even more creepier video than before. We are at a hospital. No, we're not.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it is a hospital. No, we're not. It is a hospital, Lena. It was a hospital. I don't know what it was with me. I always got it confused with an asylum. It's not an asylum. People got treated there for injuries and stuff like that. It was not an asylum. I don't know why, and I still get it confused. I'm like, oh, we went to an asylum. No, it's a hospital. Don't know what's up with that. So we are at a hospital right now. We managed to find a place where we can come in now. We might be wondering, why is Zoe out here and I'm in? Zoe is keeping us guard because there is security in this place. We don't want to get caught, but there's also teens.
Yeah.
And she's going to keep an eye out for us as the brave girl that she is. And I'm going to be the pussy that goes into the hospital. So the backstory on Zoe staying behind actually was, well, security. Yeah, there was also security that could have kicked us out. And funnily enough, I don't know why I keep saying that. In a weird turn of events, on the second time we were there, we actually got approached by a man that was saying that he's security, but we saw the security that works there and he wasn't wearing their attire, didn't have a radio, didn't have anything. He was like, what are you girls doing here? We said we're doing photos. He went, oh well, you gotta be careful. I need to like walk you out of here. I was like, no, we'll leave, it's fine. And then we saw him following the group of girls that actually was there, so we were like, he's a bit weird, so keep an eye out for security and security as well, which was a needed option. But the main issue why Zoe stayed outside was because the window that we got into the hospital was actually, it was really high off the ground, and so we had to use like a bucket that was on the floor that we found. I think people use that to get in, and stand on that and then hop up on the window. Now I'm a little bit more athletic than Zoe, and I also do figure skating as a sport. Well, I'm a retired person, but I do it often, but you know what I mean. So I am a bit more sporty than Zoe and a bit more athletic. So I got a little bit easier into the part, and we actually went back and forth because I didn't want to stay in there by myself. The first time I got in there, obviously Zoe was still outside. I literally stood just in that little part where we stood in the intro, and I was like, Zoe, I don't want to be here by myself. Even just her being outside and me being inside, it was really eerie, and I did not like the feeling of being there by myself. And also the threat of squatters being in the hospital, because we were told that people do squat there. So I was really scared to go in by myself, of just the dangers of, you never know what's going to be lurking around the corner. So I went back in and out a couple times because I was like, I don't want to be there by myself. I tried to pull Zoe in. I tried to like step her up. I was like, you have to get in there with me because there's no way I'm filming in there by myself. We went back around for like 45 minutes of trying all these different techniques of trying to get Zoe in, but it did not work, so we gave up. I was like, you just stay by the window, and if I scream, well, I die because she can't get in, but call 911. But that's basically why Zoe stayed outside. But it was a plus because Zoe could obviously keep an eye out for security and other people that were walking around, because there was teens that were walking around as well, and they were like eyeing the hospital, so we probably think that they were looking for an entrance as well. Maybe they saw us, maybe they didn't, I don't know, but she was there to keep an eye out for me just in case someone did come along and started a bit of a show. I don't know. Right, let's continue. Be the pussy that goes into the hospital alone.
I would mention, I did attempt.
What do I mean I'll be the pussy that goes to the hospital? I was a brave girl. I was a brave girl. See, I mess up my words when I'm really shy because I'm really camera shy, so you will see me blabber blah 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 everywhere like I'm doing right now because I'm shy. Of you? Right, let's go.
Come in here. She offered to pull me in.
That too. It is a big drop down there, so I took the hit and I went, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna pull in. That's why I love me, babe. But it's good because Zoe will keep guard, so if something does happen, she will be there to call 911 for me. My double chin. Oh yes, BRB guys. Oh, I'm gonna go walk around. Oh yes, BRB guys. Oh, I'm gonna go walk around. We're gonna do a little bit of searching, a little bit of hunting, you know, the typical equipment stuff. And if something happens, you'll hear me. Typical equipment stuff? Do you mean typical paranormal stuff, Lena? What? What's going on? So let's go and give that a shot, shall we? Right. See you there. Okay, wait a minute. I love that transition. Steps. Look what I found on the floor. I just saw it. Wait. There was something glistening. Hold on a minute. I swear I just saw something on the floor. Let me retrace my steps. Wait a minute. Okay, look what I found on the floor. It first looked like a chain from like a window, but so backstory on the cross. So a lot of my friends that saw the video were like, "Did you plant that there?" I was like, "No." So we did find that there, and it was actually something that really creeped us out because I was like, what are the chances of finding a creepy cross in a room that you've just entered to film a really creepy video? And I found it on the floor and I was like, it seems like that chain to pull up like the blinds. I was like, that's interesting, I want to pull that up, and then it turned out to be a cross. I was like, oh my god. And funny situation with that is that I still have it. I took it as a souvenir, as you may know. And I don't like touching it. Ever since I put it in that bag, which you'll see at the end with the crystals and my tarot cards, I'm always really creeped out to touch it. I don't know why. Whenever I touch it, it just gives me this really creepy, eerie feeling, and I don't want to touch it at all. Maybe it's just the way that it's associated with the hospital. I don't know. Could be that. But I don't like touching it, and I still have it. I don't know why. I feel like it brings me bad luck, but it's the only souvenir that I took from that hospital, because we like taking things of a reminder of what the videos we did and where. If we do better videos in the future, I will get rid of it because I'll have better souvenirs. But for now, I'm keeping it just for the fact that I can remember it, because it was a really good memory of filming such a good video. Ever since that moment, I actually have taken out the crystals on my tarot cards because I'm not leaving them in there with that. And it's laying in the dark old bag where I keep all of my equipment. So maybe next time when we go to an abandoned place or like a haunted place, maybe it'll give us more luck with finding ghosts. You never know. And that's now you know that I am scared of a cross. So let's continue with the video. You guys seeing this? Why is this the first thing I see as I enter in a hospital? Yeah, Lena, I'll be concerned. I am concerned. Zoe, I'm gonna let you hold on to this.
I touch the creepy object.
Yes, you will touch the creepy object.
I'll touch the creepy object.
Zoe actually refuses to take the cross. She refuses to bring it into her house. I was like, can you keep it for me for like a month? I want to see if my life improves. She was like, no, you took it, you keep it. I was like, you are a motherfucker. So she completely rejects this souvenir. She doesn't want to even touch it, like me.
That is weird.
Ugh, I don't like crosses. Maybe something's telling me not to come in here. Alright, let's go guys. I'm gonna turn my radio on and I'll see you guys there.
Okay, so this is what we're looking at. I think I just saw a shadow.
So, fun fact about the hallway. Fun fact! Actually the first time I went in, well no, not the first time, like maybe the third time I was in that room, I actually looked down the hallway and I was like, no way. There's no way I'm walking down that, because you might not see in the video, but it's really dark, especially that walkway, and there's like rooms and like the walls are like, you know, going in. So I was scared that if I walk down this hallway into that big room, there's gonna be a person there or, you know, something else, and I was like scared that around the corner someone's gonna grab me. So I was like, there's no way I'm walking into that. and there was obviously rooms along the hallway as well, so I was like, if something's there and they're not telling us that they're there, because before we started filming we did say if anyone's in here, let us know and we'll leave, but nobody shouted, so I was like, I'm scared to walk down there because you never know. So I was shaking in my boots when I was planning to go down that hallway, and you probably can't tell, but I can tell in my voice that I was not feeling it. It was scary. I forgot to mention, seeing shadows, so now a little story about me. Probably a lot of you guys know this. I haven't really shared this on my channel because I don't think it's, you know, I don't want it to be like the thing of my channel, or our channel, sorry Zoe. But I have seen stuff since I was a young child, probably since I was like 3. That's where, like 2-3 years old. I have memories since then, so I don't know, it's weird. But I have seen stuff since I was young, and that's partly why I decided to do this with Zoe's, because I want to explore it more. It is a scary thing to have. Like, I'm not like Lorraine Warren, like, don't take me wrong. It's not like that. I'm not like seeing stuff everywhere I go. It's more so if going to places like hospitals that are abandoned, you know, hotels that had a really bad history, or similar places like graveyards, that's where you usually see stuff, because the activity there is so strong that you cannot not see stuff if you have this option of seeing stuff. So that's usually when I see it, but it's not just seeing, you know, it's not like, oh, I see a ghost, that's it. No, it could be like sensing, smelling, hearing, feeling, I don't know, seeing, even sometimes tasting. It really depends on where you are. Like, I could be walking through a graveyard and I'll like smell like something rotting, and it's really weird because it happened before, and it's weird. But I've had this for a long time, and honestly that's a story for a whole different video if you guys want to see it, because I have a lot of stories of what I've seen since I was young and what I can see and do. But like I said, it's another like half an hour video for another time. But that's partly why you'll see me or hear me say like, oh, I've seen this, or I think I saw that, or I'm feeling strange. That's usually what happens in places like this for, I think, sensitive people, and I'm one of them. So there's a little explanation for why I'm saying I see stuff. It's not just for the video, it's just genuinely me being like, oh, I think I see something down the hallway. So there you go.
So Zoe is giving me a reaction. Birds. Okay, so we have rooms. Very, wait a minute. Very freaky rooms.
Ugh. This room always gives me a chill.
Yeah, so we have this.
I don't like it.
A toilet, of course.
Not this one, the next one, sorry. Or no, I think it is. No, it's the next one.
Very freaky.
Oh,
Guys, I'm actually kind of scared. Oh.
you see me pan the camera like around the corner, so if there was something or someone there, you would see it first and not me, because I obviously have the screen on my camera, so I would see it through the screen. But you could see me, I was so careful going around in corners, because I was like, if there's something there, I don't know if I can make it out if I was to just like twist my whole head around there. So you will see me like spam the camera just like around the corners just to make sure. It's a fun little thing to see. Huh, I was pleasantly surprised that there was nothing there.
I am a little bit freaked.
But I was scared.
I'm taking a big risk, guys. Okay.
My anxiety was through the roof. Like, even I can tell on my face. I was really anxious trying to enter that specific place with that big room.
If anyone is in here, I will bash your head in with a flashlight. Okay. This is something.
I was pleasantly surprised that it looked nice. I was like, oh, it's empty. It's very well lit. And it looks very cool. I was like, that's a surprise. The bird sounds so nice. This was like early morning.
This is what I was expecting to see here.
Oh my days!
Look! Can we take that as a souvenir?
I was being serious about taking the fire hydrant as a souvenir. I'm not even lying to you guys. But it was like, I could expect it to be really heavy, and I was so worried that it was gonna explode, because you never know with these things. So I was like, oh, never mind. We'll take the cross as a souvenir. Bad idea.
Jesus Christ, that's too heavy to take.
Jesus, glass.
Oh, that's cool. Can I use it? Oh no, that's lodged in.
Wow. This is cool. Now let me try and ask them if there's anything here, because I want to see. Okay, so I want to see. We have this. Let's see if it does anything. So it shouldn't be reacting to my camera because it's not a phone or anything, but let's ask it a question, shall we? I'm gonna put it right on this table here, and we'll see if anyone answers us. It is a hospital after all. Okay, let's give it a shot, shall we? I'm scared.
Yeah, okay. Is there any ghost next to me right now?
So this is probably the first sign of what the hell's happening in this room, because obviously I have the EMF reader on, but instead of using the EMF reader, the little spurs decided to use my camera flashlight that I have on right now. And I'm scared this is gonna flash while I'm telling this story. Yeah, I don't know why it was flashing. I checked the batteries. It wasn't flashing after that video anymore. I don't know what happened with the light on my camera, but yeah, don't know what happened, and I don't think I'll ever find out, but my TV just got an ad. I genuinely thought okay, let's continue.
Oh, my light's flashing, guys. My actual camera light's flashing. Okay. Has anyone died in this hospital in the room that I'm in right now? My light flashed again. That
It
is
kept
very
flashing.
strange.
Don't know why.
Can you... Do you guys see that? Can you let me know by the EMF reader if there's any ghosts nearby? It's only flashing a little bit.
Jesus, the glass is loud.
But my light's flashing a lot. If there's any ghosts here right next to me, can you make my camera light flash instead of the EMF? No. Oh.
That scared me so much in that
Okay,
moment. I was
like
like,
the camera light more than
why are they flashing my camera light?
my EMF reader for some reason. I'm only getting up to orange. Okay.
That's yellow.
Maybe this isn't
Lena.
any proven evidence. This is just probably... It's detecting something that's probably... Well, there's no electricity here, so I don't know what they can be detecting, but... We'll make it a bluff, and we'll say that it's reacting to... air. Let's go with that.
Okay, so I'm heading back to Zoe. Air? Let's just say, after we filmed this video, we did a little bit more research on how the EMF readers work, but I was using it earlier, but air? Sure, let's go with air, Lena. We can work with that, right? Because, actually no, I'm going back. I was gonna look through the cupboards because they looked locked. Nothing in the cupboards.
Nothing in the cupboards.
Shame, shame, shame. Shame, shame, shame. I thought I saw something.
This is a very freaky room right here.
Yeah, it was this room that... So it was this room, the hallway that we'll see in the future, the other hallway, and it was the corner room as well that gave me the absolute creeps for no apparent reason.
Right here. This room here freaks me out the most for some reason. I don't know what it is. It could be the curtains, but... Oh, my light flashed again. Okay, let's go.
Let's get away from there. It's still giving me the creeps even watching the video. I don't know why. Zoe? Fucking hell. Okay, wait, so you see me here, you see me scream Zoe. So, funny story, again, when I walked through, I guess I explained it, she actually sat down, so I couldn't see her, that she, like, I thought she left, which she wouldn't do, so I was like, what happened? And so I was like, Zoe, and obviously she went back up, she was like, yeah. But later on, Zoe actually told me that she didn't hear me at all. She didn't hear me walking back to the room, she didn't hear me scream, can we take that as a souvenir for the fire hydrant? She literally said, I thought you went somewhere else, like there was like another room or something, because she couldn't hear me at all. And I was like, what do you mean? Like this whole hospital, like this whole thing is like, I don't know, it literally did like a weird thing with our minds. Like it was confusing as heck. Things were happening that weren't supposed to happen. People were getting confused. Don't know, probably it's cursed. We'll never know, but Zoe did not hear me and she disappeared on me, so I was terrified and that's why I screamed. Zoe, right? Fucking hell. She disappeared off of me. She was behind there. I couldn't see her.
I was actually sitting on the limb.
My camera light is flashing really bad and I don't know why. That double chin is... I'm gonna put the email video down here.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you guys the freakiest part.
Oh, the creepy ass hallway.
The freakiest part of this hospital, and I will show you guys right now. Follow me.
There she goes, she never to be seen again.
Thank you, Zoe. I don't even want to look down there. Okay, my light's flashing. Okay, you guys will look down there. You guys go first. Okay, so fun story about the hallway. Well, not so fun as it may sound, because like I said, this whole experience has its ups and downs. So after we filmed the video, we posted it, all was fine, it was great. Me and Zoe started to have dreams, and they were actually nightmares for some odd reason, and it was about this specific hospital. I don't know if it was because of our experience or if something else is completely happened, like I don't know. But from my experience, from what I dreamed of was, and this was a couple of weeks after, maybe like 4 or 5 weeks after. It's really strange. I didn't even think about it before dreaming. So in my dream, what happened basically was I appeared right where I stood in the video, right in front of the doors, and the hallway was there, but it was really weirdly lit. Like, you know those like box lamps that just go along, but there was no lamps. The light was just really, really structured. Structured? Structured. I can't even say the word. But at the end of the hallway, I saw this really tall, shadowy figure, and it just stood there by the corner of the end of the hallway. And in the dream, I remember experiencing this really horrific feeling of like dread, like complete dread, because I couldn't move, I couldn't run, I couldn't even turn my head. My head was like, I was stuck in the straight position staring down that hallway, and the feeling, I don't think I'll ever forget it. It was just complete dread. I also remember like a specific smell. I can't explain it. It was like this sweetly disgusting kind of, I don't know, like rotten meat smell. I remember like waking up and I was like, I want to puke. But what happened was this weird shadowy figure, it didn't have a face, but it turned around and it somehow looked at me without me. I don't know how I realized it was looking at me, but it started to slowly approach me, and with that, like behind it, it was like complete like smoky darkness following it along, and then it got faster and faster and faster. The hallway wasn't that big, so I don't know how it went on for like so long, but at one point it did reach me and it went at me full speed. I remember waking up, I was like, what is happening? And it launched at me in the dream, and I remember complete fear, and then I woke up and I was like, this is not right. And then a couple of weeks later, Zoe calls me, she's like, you know what I had a dream about today? I was like, no. She went, the fucking hallway. I was like, you're joking. So her dream, from what I remember her telling me, was she actually saw me in the hallway. I was like, excuse me? You saw me in the hallway? She was like, yeah. So in her dream, what was it? From what I remember, she saw me doing something in the hallway. I don't remember what it was, but she saw the same hallway and me in her dream. So I was like, okay, great. I don't even want to go back there. This is a really bad sign. So that is the story of the hallway. I don't like it. I don't even like looking at it in the videos because it just gives me such a creepy vibe. I genuinely, looking down it in real life, I felt complete like just this shred of fear. I was like, I don't want to go down that. I don't know what it was. And if we ever go back there, I'm only entering that hallway with like 3 bodyguards, Zoe, and a whole ass team of ghost hunters, because I need all the support I can to enter that hallway. But now you know, so let's continue.
I'll zoom in for you guys there. So look down there if it focuses. There. Do you guys see that?
Why is my camera light flashing?
That is
Stop
what
it.
I'm not gonna go down by myself because
Stop it.
I see that it cuts into that direction. So this is all you're gonna get for now. Maybe we'll come back and visit again when we have more people with us, because
Like I said, 3 bodyguards, a whole ghost team, Zoe,
2 girls walking down
my
that
mom
hallway.
for support.
My camera's focusing on something that there isn't there. Walking down that hallway, just 2 of us will not be safe, no matter if there's anyone there. We do have asbestos masks, but even just looking down that way is giving me the absolute creepers. So
Creepers, remember me saying that. It is really important, actually.
See what happens. For now, all you get to see is a creepy hallway. And of course,
The bathroom!
a very pretty bathroom. As this toilet does not provide much privacy, you may prefer to use the alternative faculties next to the physio OT waiting area, to the left as you face the exit. This might be the physio area corridor then, guys. And this is this room here. Also, there's a bathroom in there, but I'm not gonna go turn corners. Oh my god! I did not look.
So genuinely, when I looked up on the ceiling, I was like, what is that? Because as soon as I saw that, I was ready for like a face to be staring right directly into my eyes from the ceiling. I was like, oh my god. Very scary. I don't know how I didn't notice that before, because as soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm glad the ceiling wasn't falling apart on me. Like, I was generally expecting it after the face. I was like, it's gonna fall on me, but I don't know how I didn't see that. Very creepy. I was like, not a good idea to be sliding under that, but here we are, a hole in the ceiling that I'm too blind to notice.
There's a broken roof. Watch a skinwalker crawl through there.
Skinwalker?
This is it for now.
We're not on Appalachian Mountains.
I was gonna go
I was gonna go through and look for a souvenir, because we are collecting souvenirs from the buildings that we visited. But since I found that fucking creepy Christian necklace, we'll take that as a souvenir. If I get cursed, I'll let you guys know. But for now,
I let you guys know.
This is
Literally.
pretty much what we're dealing with. Also, look at this art.
Lovely art in here.
The art was
Whoever
beautiful.
drew this?
If I was able to take the wall, I would have taken the wall as a
Salute to
souvenir.
you.
Literally.
Okay, so we have it ready. I have the little spirit box here and the headphones with me. We're gonna try it out. Zoe's in the background down here. She's gonna ask a couple like difficult questions so you can ask ghosties.
Ghosties.
And I'm gonna put this right here.
Ghosties.
This
My favorite Ouija board.
Give us a
I
little bit
still
more
have
power,
it. It's my
so we'll
most
see if it
favorite
goes
thing
through.
ever.
I will also grab this.
That's where I put the necklace, and it's still in there to this day, just without the crystals and the tarot cards. And like I said, I refuse to touch it or go near it. It's staying in my equipment bag for eternity until I decide that I don't want it any longer.
I'll just place this right here, right next to my Ouija board, so we'll see how this goes. Shut your puss.
Shut your
Okay,
puss
so
away.
hold on, I'm gonna put the headphones on and then...
So actually, when we were doing the S method with the headphones, my mistake that I am really sorry about actually is I forgot that you can unplug, ignore my dog, I forgot that you can unplug the headphones and let the spirit box just work by itself. So I am really sorry. I would have loved to play it out for you guys and you can hear the shit that I was hearing, but I forgot that you could do it. So yeah, that's why we always did this method, because I literally forgot. Also, I think I deafened myself while doing this because I was genuinely so scared that you guys won't be able to hear. Well, you're not supposed to hear that what's coming through my headphones, but obviously the accusations of, oh, it's fake. I was gonna literally put it on full volume, and obviously full volume hearing the loud psh, 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 psh. I think it deafened me for like 2-3 days. So I took a hit for you guys just so you can hear my ghost radio. So if you hear it in the video, I'm glad, because I definitely heard it.
Can you guys hear this?
Oh, I can hear it.
Well, I hope they can, right?
Here's where the fun begins.
Hello, pumpkin.
Hello, pumpkin.
Did you just call me pumpkin?
No.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey.
Hi.
Sup?
So back for you then. Do you have a name?
Rose?
Rose. It's a lovely name, Rose.
I kissed you?
You did not kiss me.
Yeah, so a lot of random stuff that I say is me trying to see if I could decipher a sentence that was given to me. So obviously I kissed you makes no sense, and that's why I said it, I kissed you, because I was confused on what would that be answering, but just in case, whatever I heard, I spoke it out loud, because it was I clearly heard something that's similar to I kissed you, so it came out of my head. Also, you will notice me panning my head to the side like this, like from this moment on when I sat down, I was really scared for the fact that I was in the middle of the room, Zoe was outside, and I was terrified of the fact that the hallway was to my left. So if anyone came out of that hallway, they could have easily grabbed me, you know, dragged me away. I was really scared to be sitting there by myself, so you would see me kind of like spamming around just in case. And then in the middle of that, I also started feeling weird stuff. Like, for example, I think at some moment someone touched my left shoulder from what it felt like it. So what I felt was like something like this, and I panned my head. I was like, huh? Because I thought it was wind, but you couldn't really get wind through there because it was so covered in trees and the window was quite high up, so couldn't have been that. But you will see me slowly panning my head, so that's an explanation of why I was moving really weirdly. I was like, huh, what is this feeling? So just so you guys don't get confused, that's exactly what's happening at the minute.
Are you in the room with the beloved Lena?
Thank you, Zoe.
Are you in that creepy hallway?
Creepy. Creepers.
Marcy? Am I speaking to Marcy now?
Is that a name? Marcy?
Yeah.
Marcy sees you. I don't know. I think that's what they meant. Marcy sees you, or I see you.
Do you want us to talk to you?
That's where I felt someone go like this to me, so I went, And I'm also really scared of the hallway in the background.
Styles?
Styles?
Cricket?
There, I don't believe it.
Via?
Huh? Do you want us to talk to you?
Oh.
Hello?
A random burst of wind just happened on my hair.
Jeepers.
So that's what I said when I said, remember creepers. So I thought that was quite funny because I said creepers a couple of minutes ago. I was like, creepers, and then they went jeepers. Jeepers, creepers. So I thought that was quite interesting. And I think this is where the actual interesting stuff started happening, because this is where conversations started to occur. Because obviously before, when we used the SS method, nothing like this happened before. This is our first time, this was our first time experiencing something so surreal of actually having a semi-normal sounding conversation while doing it. So this is where all the fun begins, and you guys will see what I mean.
The only what? Okay. Do you have a name?
It's okay, Zoe. They didn't really give much explanations on their names.
Are you in this room?
Ending?
What is ending? The video? Or do you want Elena to stop?
Bow?
Bow?
Could have been a surname,
Do you
Rose
love?
Bown. I don't know, I'm still thinking about this to this day.
Are you what?
Thanks.
Thanks. We're not bowing to you. Thanks.
Sound?
Yeah, there is a sound.
Yes.
Yeah, yep, there is a sound.
This is where it gets really
It's
interesting.
hot.
No,
This is the part that freaks me out. What do you mean hot? Where are you right now for it to be hot?
I don't know for you.
I'll explain that later.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm sorry.
So for the thanks dad, we had a theory, and I think we say it in the end as well. So the first person that we spoke to was Rose, and then we heard thanks dad. So our theory was that maybe there was some little girl named Rose and she was with her dad. Not exactly sure. It also matches up with the hey pumpkin, you know, you never know. But we had a theory going on. There could have been a father and a daughter possibly, and also the fact that I think at the end there was like a 9 poison. We said our poison 9. The theory was maybe there was someone that got poisoned by something at the age of 9. Could have been Rose, and maybe there was a tragic accident or something. I don't know. We had this whole little story of trying to piece together of what we collected during this method. We'll never know, but it's an interesting fact going on. So hearing thanks dad was quite surreal, and also the fact that I don't remember saying thanks dad. I think I say it in the video where I go, I don't remember saying that while doing this, so it was quite interesting to experience this. She was speechless. Oh?
Me.
Okay, I'll ask you another question. I'll ask this question one more time. Do you want us to stop?
Yeah.
I'm going to repeat that. Do you want us to stop?
Not very.
I think that's what you know then.
Not.
Okay.
So
I think this is where Zoe started to get really anxious because she was like, why are they getting so aggressive? So when I took the blindfold off, I did explain that there was like this rush of personality. I worded it wrong. I meant that when I was hearing the phrases coming in through the headphones, I tried to perceive them in what tone I think they came through. So for example, when I said nah, it wasn't like a nah, it was like a nah kind of tone. Same with the not. From the radio I heard it, I think it was like a not, but for me it felt like they meant it as a not, more of like a harsher tone. So Zoe started to get really anxious. She was like, why are they getting aggressive? I think I mentioned that as well. And we did kind of worry for the fact that they weren't really mentioning where they were located or any potential good names. The only names that we got was Rose and Mercy or something, I don't remember, but it was quite weird. So I put it off as possible trickster spirits, because they do exist. There is trickster spirits that like to play around with you and make a joke out of you. They also do a lot of other things, but we won't get into that. So it could have been tricksters. I'll never know, and I don't want to know because it will just freak me out more if it was. So you'll start seeing as we go along that it gets quite more worrying than exciting at this point.
Are you in this room? I'm going to ask that one more time.
very good job.
So yeah, Zoe started to get really anxious because especially the haha moment, that's where we thought that they were playing a joke on us, because why would you laugh at the situation? And obviously the very good job, I was like, who are you applauding? Did I do a good job? Did Zoe do a good job? Like, what is this? And this is where it gets obviously quite frightening, because we're actually having a full-on conversation. We've never had this before, and honestly we weren't expecting to get anything good out of this method. This is probably the best experience we've had with this method so far, and it's quite terrifying to see that you can actually do this stuff with a small little radio and some headphones.
That was a bit of a brief conversation.
Why? Conversation?
It was like a full
Conversation? I was really confused on what you meant by conversation. We actually had a conversation.
Thanks, Dad. And then I went, I don't know what to, I literally said, I don't know what to say to that. And then said, ask me. And then
I was so happy that it worked.
Like so I just went, haha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really weird tone. I still remember it was a really weird tone that I heard it through the radio.
Or they might have been laughing at you, I don't know, but they wouldn't answer certain questions. They wouldn't give me a name, really. And they wouldn't tell me if they were in the room with you. When they did it, they kind of laughed. So
I got really concerned. I was like, what do you mean?
Their father. As a child with their father.
I don't even remember saying thanks, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember saying thanks, Dad.
He says thanks.
I remember saying haha.
Yeah, that's when I was like, yeah, you need to get the fucking headphones off.
I'm gonna try one more time. Keep persisting for a name. Because when we first did this outside the hospital, we got 2 names. I don't remember what they were, but if I hear them again, I'll remember them. So.
The people we put in during this point, like after this book or something. This point, like after this book or something.
This was when I shat myself while I was editing the video, and obviously there as well. So there, while I was there, I thought I heard knocking coming along the wall. So I thought I heard like a knocking along the wall. So I thought I heard a knock, but it sounds more like walking when you're editing the video. I was really creeped out when I was editing. I was like, that sounds like genuinely someone walking, because it sounded when I was there that it was towards me. So that's why I looked to my right. I was like, huh, who's walking towards me? Or knocking towards me, I thought at the time. But this was probably one of the scariest moments while editing the video. I was like, what is that? And obviously, like I said, we don't edit our videos. We don't do it. We do this literally just to experience it, the real thing. That's why, like, we don't see the point in editing. We want to see the truth of what you can achieve with what you have in this world, like equipment, just your personal senses, you know, just faking videos, or, you know, pranking one another, or like scaring one another. Blah, blah, blah. Scaring one another is just not something that we believe in. So obviously, for me personally, if people believe me or don't, I don't care. This was terrifying to edit and to hear the fact that someone was walking towards me in an empty hospital with only me and Zoe being there. So that is what is making me think that we should not be going back to the hospital. Zoe plans to go back there when we reach a certain goal. I think her goal was 500 subscribers, because obviously it's not worth 100. It's too scary for just 100 people. So when we reach 500 subscribers, her goal is to go back there and actually walk down the dark hallway. I'm still considering that offer, but I guess we shall see if we even reach 500 subscribers, because you never know. It might be possible, it might be not. If you want to see us go back to that hospital and walk down that creepy hallway, click the subscription button down below with the bell icon. Thanks.
Do we really want you to do that again?
I just heard a knock on the wall.
Yeah, I actually heard that too, so
I forgot that Zoe heard it as well. They don't want to make themselves known.
you know what's funny? What's not funny? Every time I asked them if they were here, they would not answer. It was like that with the name and are you in this room? They would not answer.
Okay, this is interesting. I don't remember saying thanks, Dad.
I'll show you it over
Did I say yes, dear?
there.
After thanks, Dad. Or of course, dear.
I can't remember what exactly you said after thanks, Dad.
I got like this rush of like personality.
The kind of
Yeah, when I said personality, I meant more of like trying to interpret what kind of personality
They didn't
they
really
were
say
saying
that.
in the words.
I felt like this like attitude of like
I could-
sass. That's why I was like,
You'll see
nah.
it. You'll see it either on the camera or my phone.
That's
Oh my
what
God, I'm gonna
tricksters
try it
are
again, but
usually
I'm gonna
like.
scoot you closer to Zoe. 'cause
Sassy
I'm getting- I'm sorry,
motherfuckers.
yeah,
Because I've experienced them before, and they like to trick you
I'm gonna scoot
in
over to
every
Zoe
possible
in a
way.
second.
Pranksters. Funny, right?
I feel so cold.
No, but when I went nah after I was saying that,
I was really scared.
I was like,
Because that fucking hallway was behind me. I was genuinely terrified something was going to
So
drive
Zoe
me down the
is right
hallway.
next to me on the left. I'm gonna try this one more time because we didn't get any names. Sorry guys.
So in the span of like 5 minutes of me moving my equipment closer to Zoe, I don't know what caused this to happen. I started to feel, I say cold, but it was more of like this weird shakiness. It was like coldness but inside me. I can't explain it. It's like a withdrawal of sugar or something. I can't really explain it to words, but it was really, really eerie. I couldn't stop shaking. I was messing up my words. It felt like I was genuinely entering like a hyperthermia stage. I can't put it into words, but it was terrifying that I felt so ill. And Zoe got even worried because she was like, "You're pale in the face. You look terrified and you're pale and you're shaking. I think you need to get out of it." I was like, we have to do this one more time just to confirm that what we heard was correct. So you'll see me going completely nuts over this whole shaking situation.
See, when I went nah after I was saying that, it's a bit chilly. I was like, what kind of climate are you living in?
Okay, so Zoe
I'm
is
so
right
over
next to me
it,
on the left.
but I wanna
I'm gonna
find
try this one more
out.
time because we didn't get any names. Sorry guys, I'm feeling really cold. We don't get any names, but we're gonna try again and just pressure them to give us some names.
Especially a name, or if they're in this room, because that's the two questions they would not answer. I even asked if they were down that creepy corridor. Nothing.
I feel so like shaky. I don't know why, but I feel cold from the inside.
I'm not.
Yeah, like an adrenaline rush.
Something
but, like,
similar.
Yeah.
I feel like jerky.
Panic attack kind of.
No, not like a panic attack. It's just kind of like I feel cold, but like from the inside, and I don't know why. Okay, I will try it one more time. Just so you guys know that it is on. Like, this is the
Oh, it was
volume.
on.
This is the
My
volume I keep
ears
it on.
still heard it 3 days later.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
Message. I heard that all of a sudden.
Lena.
Yeah, the necklace fell.
Where's the
She was really scared about the fact that the necklace disappeared, but it just fell on the ground. We found it as we were leaving.
What's your name?
Poison 9.
You want to poison us?
Zoe immediately thought, "You want to poison us?" Yeah, so in that moment, when I did this, I felt like it could have been wind, though there was no wind as you could see in my hair, so it couldn't have been wind. But what I felt was something go like this to my head. Obviously my hair didn't move, but it was similar to that, and that's why I went, because I thought it was a bug on my hair, but there was no bug, so a very interesting experience.
Are you in this room?
Anyone?
You can see my head
Missing
jerking,
exit?
because I felt so weird.
Yeah, there is no exit anymore. This place is abandoned. It closed.
So for missing exit, I have a theory. So depends on what you believe in. You can listen to this or not. It's up to you. From what I gathered from the missing exit, I believe that it could have been, if it wasn't tricksters, it could have been just souls trapped in this specific area. Because sometimes if you have an uncompleted task that you have to finish, can't explain that. Obviously this video's not enough for me to explain what I mean, but an uncompleted task, or you're just lost, you can usually not find an exit to exit into the afterlife of the afterlife, I guess you could say, or like reincarnation, I don't know. Just to exit the stage that you're in, it's hard. So that could have been what they meant, is that there's no exit, they can't find it. And obviously Zoe went in, there's no exit, the place is gone, it's like abandoned. But I think they meant a different kind of exit in this moment, so that's an interesting little story for you guys as well.
This is abandoned. It closed down.
It's really loud on my
What's your
ears.
name?
Jump down.
Oh, so famous jump down moment. So basically, I think I explained it in the video as well. Zoe was standing on a bucket to look over the window because, like I said, the window thing was really tall. And all of a sudden, I hear a jump down. Now I'm scared. I'm like, what do you mean jump down? Because obviously Zoe has to know jump down because she did. She was scared. She was like, what do you mean jump down? And then you can clearly hear through the headphones a "see ya" from like a male voice. Don't know what they meant with jump down. I genuinely thought they were planned for Zoe to jump down and leave me alone, so they could do something for like the split second that she jumped down. My first thought was, I'm gonna get harmed by something. I did not thank the gods. But yeah, this was quite terrifying. And the fact that you guys can hear it clearly, it just shows that we do not fabricate our stuff. Like, it's all clear. You can hear it very clearly. I deafened myself for you guys so you could hear it. So that is the story behind this. Zoe left terrified after that. She was like, they actually gave like instructions. They actually fully on talked to us, which completely scared her because she did not expect the method to work. So it was quite a surprise. Where's the necklace? Where's the necklace gone? She was so worried about the necklace. She was like, how did it disappear?
After I said jump down, I can hear through the headphones, "See ya."
And get out. I'm not gonna let you pack up your shit and go out.
Zoe started to get really anxious during this moment.
Whoever this is messing with you.
It said that in such a funny tone, "See ya."
Yeah, it's messing with us. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we want to deal with that today.
You know when did you ask for its name again?
Yeah, I asked him.
I didn't hear a name, but I had like a name pop into my head, Joseph.
It sounds like it is. But thanks, Dad. Talk to me. It's
Like, I didn't hear it, like, just clarification, I didn't hear it through the spray box, it just popped into my head because I practiced. So the first name that got in my head was Joseph.
Yeah, so when she asked for a name, I didn't hear it through the headphones. Like I said, I think when she asked it, because obviously, you can't really pinpoint when Zoe asked for the name, but the name that popped into me throughout this part was Joseph for some odd reason. The only name that stuck to me in that head was Joseph. So instead of telling me through the radio, you might have told me to my brain. I don't know, but maybe there was Joseph and Rose there today. I guess we'll never know.
It was Joseph.
You could see that I'm shaking really bad. I don't know what it was.
I have a funny feeling we're talking to a parent, and it must have been a kid that we were originally talking to.
Poisoned 9.
I don't know what that means.
Poisoned 9.
Poison 9?
Poisoned.
She was so
at 9.
confused.
Okay, so basically what would...
That's I remember saying poison 9 and it popped in my head like maybe a kid was poisoned at 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where the fuck's the necklace?
I don't know. As soon as she sat down there after you turned it on,
My light flashed.
kind of went away. It disappeared.
Okay, well,
I'm using my phone
light
now.
flashed. I think it's good to end it here because obviously
okay, guys,
nothing
we're
else
gonna end it
happens
here
at the
for
very
real
end.
now. We're
I
gonna
just leave the
I
place
feel
very
really
shaken up, like as soon as we
cold.
left.
I don't know why. It's like I'm not cold
I
from
had
the
to
weather.
just
I
sit
feel
down.
really
Sit down.
and
I had
really
to
shaky, but
sit down for a little bit because I literally, my heart was racing. I couldn't talk properly. I was stumbling on my words. For some reason, I still had the weird shaking that wasn't coldness, but it felt cold. I can't explain it. But we left the place very confused on what the hell happened. And obviously the conversation, me seeing stuff, the weird vibe, shaking, finding a necklace for God's sake. It was such an interesting experience, especially because it was the first time we went to a building. So for that all to happen for our first time, I think it was really overwhelming. But that's pretty much the backstory to this video. I think I haven't missed anything, so that's all the details that I could think of that I could tell you. And yeah, there's really nothing else to it other than us not wanting to come back there. But like I said, Zoe's plan is to get 500 subscribers to visit back that hospital, and I'm genuinely terrified because with how the whole experience went, obviously it was enlightening to see that what we believe in is true, but to experience it again is not a dream of mine. So I guess we shall see what happens in the future. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly did. I love explaining stuff that happened because we don't go into much detail, obviously, in the actual videos. I wish I could show you more clips, but I think, like I said, there was a lot of footage that went missing of some parts that I filmed in the rooms and stuff, because I did go in them eventually, but sadly I can't, and there's no point in explaining because you guys can't see it anyway. So I hope in the next video that we film there'll be no missing footage and it will not turn out as creepy and as unnerving as this one. So yeah. But yeah, I shall see you guys later. I hope you have a lovely day, afternoon, or night, wherever you may be. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!